You've been playing that wrong. This is another in a series of videos answering frequently asked questions about the board game Vantage, and today's episode concerns boost tokens. Boost tokens are collected and placed onto cards in your grid and can often be spent to avoid penalties or to take special actions during your turn. And players often wonder what the rules are for when and how they spend boost tokens. And the general rule is in Vantage that boost tokens can be spent freely. They can be spent at any time during your turn. They can be spent during the middle of an action, of an ongoing action. And in many games, the sequence of when you do things matters, but in Vantage, the boost tokens are very freely spent. And so realizing this can create a lot of opportunities for clever play. And I'm going to give 3 scenarios where knowing this rule can be advantageous, all involving boost tokens that are held on character cards. So for one of the scenarios that I want to show you, it kicks in when you have a full grid. Your maximum grid is, of course, a 3x3 grid. I've created a 3x3 grid of cards, but for spoiler reasons have turned most of them upside down except for the character card. And I have 1 card in my reserve, which will come into play in the scenario that I want to show you. So let's imagine that I'm taking a look action, which is a purple action, and you can see my character can take a dice onto a look action, a challenge die. And let's imagine that this action requires me to roll 2 challenge dice. So I roll them, and let's say I've rolled a morale and a heart. And I don't want to take either of these penalties, okay? So I can choose one of these dice to place onto my character card. Let's say none of the other cards in my grid are going to help me, or they're all full or something like that. So I would choose one of these dice to place into this space here. And you can see that generates a boost token. So I grab a boost token, place it onto my character. And now the question is, what do I do with this dice? I can't place it here. I can't place it anywhere else. None of my teammates can take this dice. But I can spend this boost token. All characters have this ability. It says spend 1 boost token, cost is on the left there, to re-roll 1 of your challenge dice. And so that's what I'm going to choose to do. Re-roll the challenge dice. I got much luckier this time, and I didn't take any penalties, okay? So the point of this example is, even though I picked up that boost token in the middle of my action, I can still use it during that action. So you can spend a boost token you gained during the very action that you were taking. I was told to roll 2 challenge dice. I did. The first one generated the boost token, and the second one allowed me to deal with the second challenge dice that I had not yet placed. Okay, now this next scenario is kind of a reverse scenario. Let's imagine instead that my character has a full array of boost tokens, and then I go and I roll challenge dice from an action. Okay, and I'm planning to place this dice here, which will generate a boost token, which, because my boosts are all full, I'm not able to actually use, okay? But again, the rule is you can spend boost tokens at any time during your action. So prior to placing this dice down, I could choose to use one of the actions here of boost tokens. One would allow me to reroll 1 of my challenge dice, which might be what I choose since I have a dice here I need to place. Or I can spend 2 boost tokens in order to generate money or a move token. So maybe that's what I'll choose to do. Spend 2 boost tokens to claim $1. Okay, and now place my dice and get 1 of those boost tokens back. So again, with other cards, you don't always have such easy actions to take. But with your character, which is the card that tends to accumulate the most boost tokens, you can always spend 2 to gain a money or 2 to gain a move token, and that can free up space on the card that you're using. Okay, final scenario. Let's imagine that I have this situation here. Okay, so I've rolled 2 dice. The first one I've placed, and that gained me a boost token on my character, but I still got another one I need to place. And none of the cards in my grid help me. But it turns out that one of the cards in my reserve helps me. I've got this animal out here in my reserve. And so one thing I could do is before placing the second dice, I can spend this boost token on my character, because one of the options is to transfer 1 reserved card into my grid. So I move the animal into my grid. Okay, trying to hide the spoilers there. And because he takes a dice from a look action, I can do that. And I might want to do that rather than use the boost token to re-roll that dice, because I might re-roll the same thing and not help myself. But also this animal now earns a boost token, which he could not have earned if he was still in my grid. Okay, so again, boost tokens can be spent anytime during your action, even in the middle of other actions that you are taking. And this can include swapping cards from your reserve, re-rolling dice, gaining money, etc. So take advantage of that rule in order to maximize your turns.